You noticed something, maybe across a table, maybe in a meeting, maybe just a text that came in with a slightly different tone. Nobody said anything was wrong, but you noticed. And before they have asked for anything, before they have indicated that they want anything, you are already calculating. What do they need? How you could provide it? Whether you should say something now or wait. The calculation is fast, automatic. It runs before you have decided to run it. And if they seem fine without you, if the problem resolves on its own, or they turn to someone else, something happens that does not make sense. You feel something that functions like relief, mixed with something that functions like loss. That is the part nobody talks about. Not the helping, the feeling when it is not needed. By the end of this, you will understand exactly what that feeling is and what your brain has been doing without your knowledge every time someone you care about seems even slightly not okay. What this is, not three things this isn't. It is not that you are a people pleaser. People pleasing is about wanting to be liked. This runs even with people you do not particularly like, even with people you actively find difficult. It is not that you are kind. Kindness is a choice. What you are describing fires before the choice is made. And it is not that you are codependent. That framing places this in the category of dysfunction. What is actually happening is more precise than that, and more understandable. Your nervous system has learned that when the people around you are okay, you are okay. Not as a belief, as a body state, as something that happens in the same region of your nervous system that handles threat detection. When someone near you is distressed, even subtly, even barely perceptibly, your system registers it as a signal. And it moves toward resolution. Not because you decided to help, because helping is what makes the signal stop. Murray Bowen, one of the founders of family systems theory, described this as overfunctioning, the pattern of stepping in, anticipating, and managing before being asked. You are not helping them. You are regulating yourself through them. Chapter 1, the calculation here is what runs. Someone's energy shifts. Maybe just a pause before they answer a question. Your nervous system registers it, not as information, as a signal. Something changed. Something might be wrong. If something is wrong and you do not address it, something worse might follow. The body moves into low-level alert. The same alert that tightens in other situations, just quieter, more socially acceptable, aimed outward instead of inward. And then the calculation begins. What is the problem? What would fix it? What you could say or do or provide that would return things to the stable state? How quickly you can make that happen? The calculation completes. You offer the help, or you preemptively remove the thing that might cause the problem, or you just arrange yourself, your tone, your presence, your availability, so that whatever the issue is, they do not have to hold it alone. You did not choose to help. Your nervous system chose, and then informed you. By the time you were conscious of it, the calculation was already done. This pattern was learned somewhere, in a room where someone else's distress was not just painful, but dangerous to your own stability. That room is gone. The pattern stays. Chapter 2, Nadia. I want to tell you about a woman named Nadia. She is 36, a therapist, which is not an accident. The kind of person that people in her life describe, without discussing it among themselves, as the one you call, the one who knows what to do, the one who can hold it. She is also the one who, when her closest friend calls sounding slightly flat, rearranges her afternoon. Not because her friend asked. Her friend said she was fine. But Nadia heard the slight drag in the vowels, the pause before I'm good. And something in her body registered it before her mind had finished processing the sentence. She texted to check in. Then followed up. Then suggested she could come over if it would help. Then, when her friend said it was not necessary, felt a specific kind of restlessness that she recognized but still could not entirely account for. Not worry. Something more specific than worry. Something that felt like an open circuit. Something that needed closing. Later, alone, she sat with it. She knows the theory. She explains it to her clients. She understands, intellectually, that her calm is not actually dependent on other people's states. And yet, her body disagrees. Her body runs the calculation regardless of what she knows. Because the body does not consult the theory. It consults the record. She is not helping because she is kind. She is helping because her nervous system still has not learned the difference between their distress and her danger. Pause here. Because if Nadia's afternoon felt familiar, the rearranging, the checking in, the restlessness when it was not needed, that is not a character flaw. That is a nervous system that learned, in a specific room, that other people's okayness was the condition for your own. That condition was real then. It is not the condition now. Keep going. Chapter 3, What It Costs the Helping Has a Cost. Not to them. They did not ask. They do not owe you anything for it. And often, they do not know it happened. The cost is yours. When did you last let yourself be the one who did not have it together? The person who overfunctions in the emotional space of a system often becomes the person who cannot afford to be struggling. Because if you are struggling, who is managing the weather? The role and the identity eventually merge. And somewhere in that merger, the ability to receive care becomes structurally complicated. You are available. You are capable. You are the one who calls first. You are also, quietly, the one who finds it the hardest to be seen as anything other than okay. You cannot always tell the difference between your feelings and theirs. When you have been absorbing other people's emotional states and resolving them as part of your own regulation for long enough, the signal gets blurry. You walk into a room and feel a heaviness that you assume is yours, but it is not always. Sometimes it is just what the room is carrying, and you have become the person who absorbs it. The relationships are uneven, not because the other people are selfish, because you have structured them around your function, around your availability, your reading of the room, your preemptive care, and the people you care about over time, adjust to that. They come to you with the hard things. They trust your steadiness. And somewhere in there, the relationship becomes the thing you provide, rather than the thing you share. You are not in the room. You are running the room. And those are not the same thing. Chapter 4, The First Interruption, the calculation fires automatically. That part does not stop on a timeline. What changes is what you do in the window between the calculation completing and the action beginning. That window is small. It exists after you have noticed the shift in someone's energy, after the calculation has run, but before you have moved toward them. In that moment, one question. Not should I help? That question leads directly back into the calculation. Whose discomfort is this actually for? If the answer is for them, because they have asked, or because something genuinely requires a response, the helping is different. It is chosen. It is responsive rather than preemptive. If the answer is for me, because I cannot sit with the low-level alert their distress is triggering in my body, that is the calculation running. And the question is not whether to help. The question is whether you can stay with the discomfort long enough to find out if help is actually needed. that staying is hard. The discomfort of not resolving their distress immediately is real and physical. It is the same mechanism that fires in the fawn response, the body wanting to move towards safety by making the threat smaller. But the nervous system changes through accumulated new experience, not through deciding. And each time you stay with the discomfort long enough to find out they were fine, each time the circuit stays open and nothing terrible follows, the body adds a small piece of evidence to a record it has never had before. Evidence that their distress is survivable without your intervention. Evidence that you do not have to manage the weather to be safe in it. You are not trying to stop caring. You are trying to find out if you can care without carrying. The helping came from love. Whatever room it started in, whatever person first made their okayness the condition for yours, the response that formed was a response to something real, to an environment where reading and intervening and managing the emotional space actually made things safer. It still reads the room. It still calculates, still moves toward resolution before anyone has asked. And the people in your life have over time come to rely on that, on your steadiness, on the fact that you notice. What is worth asking, not as a verdict, just as a question worth sitting with, is this: when is the last time you let someone take care of you the way you take care of them? You are not helping because you are generous. You are helping because somewhere, a long time ago, someone's okayness became the price of your own, and you have been paying it ever since. If this named something you have been carrying, leave one word in the comments. Just one. The feeling. The person. The room where the calculation was first written. You do not need to explain it. The people reading the comments will understand exactly what you mean. I will read every single one. Subscribe. Not because this channel has answers, but because next time we go into something directly connected to this. Why you cannot relax, even when nothing is wrong. Same nervous system. Deeper layer. I will see you in the next one.